Welcome to this explainer. Today we're going to unpack exactly how you can track your South Carolina state tax refund using official Department of Revenue sources.
Are you waiting on that much-needed state tax refund from South Carolina? Well, don't just sit there in the dark. Today, we're going to unlock the secrets to tracking your refund like an absolute pro. Whether it's your very first time filing in the Palmetto State or you're an experienced filer who just wants the most efficient way to keep tabs on your money, we've got you completely covered.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll be quickly running through 1. Refund basics and prep. 2. A step-by tracking guide. 3. The processing timeline. 4. Delays and solutions. 5. Reporting missing refunds. And finally 6. Future tips and wrap-up. Let's get right into it.
Starting off with Section 1, Refund Basics and Prep.
So what exactly is a state tax refund anyway? Well, very simply put, it's the amount of money returned to you by the state government when you've overpaid on your taxes throughout the year. You should keep in mind that refunds can vary wildly from year to year and obviously between different taxpayers. This is usually due to things like income changes, specific tax credits you might qualify for, and any deductions you claim. But the bottom line is, it's your overpaid money and it's time to get it back.
Now, before you even attempt to track your status online, you're going to need a quick pre-checklist. It's super simple. You just need to grab two crucial pieces of information. First, you need your Social Security number or your individual taxpayer identification number, your ITIN. And second, you need the exact amount of your expected refund. Actually, let me emphasize that. Do not guess. And definitely don't round up. You need to pull this exact dollar amount directly from your filed tax return documents. Once you have those two things in hand, you're ready to go.
All right, moving right along to Section 2, Step-by Tracking Guide.
Using the South Carolina Department of Revenue's online portal is, hands down, the primary and absolute best method for getting the most up-to-date information. Let's walk through the 4 precise steps. Step 1. Go to the official website at dor.sc.gov/refund. Step 2. Once you're there, locate and click on the link that says, "Where's my refund?" Step 3. Enter the required details we just talked about, your SSN or ITN, and that exact refund amount. Step 4, click Submit and interpret your status. Now here's a pro tip for you. This system updates nightly. Checking it 20 times a day won't magically make your money appear faster. Just check it once a day and you'll always have the latest data straight from the source.
Now you might be thinking, can I just call someone? Well, yes, there is an alternative phone support hotline at 1-844-898-8542. But, and this is a massive but, you should only call if 8 full weeks have passed since you filed, or if your online status specifically tells you to call. Why? Because the phone representatives literally see the exact same online data that you do on the portal. Calling them won't magically speed up your processing, it'll just tie up the phone lines for everyone else.
Which brings us to Section 3, Processing Timeline. Managing your expectations is half the battle here. Your return actually goes through 5 distinct processing stages. Notice that the fraud detection review alone takes up to 5 weeks. The state's highest priority is fighting scammers to protect taxpayer dollars, and that kind of thoroughness just takes time. After that, you have an accuracy check taking 1 to 2 weeks, final verification taking another 1 to 2 weeks, approval preparation taking up to 1 week, and finally, the refund is issued. The issue time varies depending on whether you chose direct deposit or a physical paper check.
I really want to hammer this magic number home for a second. 8. 8 weeks is the standard processing time for most error-free returns from the date you filed. You really shouldn't panic, and you definitely shouldn't call the Department of Revenue until these full 8 weeks have totally passed. Patience is absolutely key here. But what happens when things don't go according to plan? Let's dive into Section 4, Delays and Solutions.
First, let's look at what makes things faster versus what bogs the whole system down. Faster processing always comes from e-filing your return and choosing direct deposit. It's simple, seamless, and digital. Slower processing happens if you file paper returns because those require physical mail handling and manual data entry. Delays are also frequently caused by simple math errors or missing signatures. Notably, processing delays can sometimes occur due to legislative factors, like the state's nonconformity to the federal One Big Beautiful Bill Act, or OBBA. When state tax laws don't immediately align with federal changes, the state basically has to hit pause to ensure everything is calculated correctly. Also, if you're a first-time filer in the state, you might face delays simply because the department lacks a historical tax footprint to verify your identity. It's like a giant puzzle they have to put together from scratch. So what are the actionable solutions to these common delays? First off, if you get a letter from the SCDOR requesting missing documents, respond immediately using the exact method they specify. Second, if you moved recently, jump in and update your residential address in the My Doorway portal so your check doesn't get misdirected in the mail. Third, provide any requested identification verification right away. And finally, if your refund seems permanently stuck, check for outstanding debts, like unpaid state taxes, child support, or defaulted college loans. Tax agencies can offset, which means intercept your refund to pay these debts. If this happens to you, you must contact the specific agency you owe to sort it out, not the Department of Revenue.
All right, Section 5, reporting missing refunds.
If the portal says your check was issued but your mailbox is totally empty, here is exactly what you need to do. Step 1. Check door.sc.gov/refund to confirm the actual issue date of the check. Step 2. You absolutely must wait 30 full days from that issue date. Sometimes the mail is just incredibly slow. Step 3. If 30 days have fully passed, log into your My Doorway account, select your individual income tax account, and click Report a Missing Refund. This is the fastest, easiest way to tell them your paper check was lost, stolen, or destroyed, and that you need a replacement.
Now, if you aren't a fan of the My Doorway online portal, you can always submit this official paper document, Form SC3911, the Individual Income Tax Refund Tracer. You just print it, fill it out, and mail it in. A crucial detail to remember here, if you file jointly, both spouses must sign this form. Just be aware, if you go the analog route with this paper form, it can take up to 6 additional weeks to process your request and issue a replacement check.
Let's wrap up this explainer with Section 6, Future Tips and Wrap-Up. Here are your pro tips to take away from all this, so you never have to worry about missing money again. Always e-file your tax return. It's faster and vastly reduces math errors. Choose direct deposit for the fastest delivery straight to your bank account. Not only is it safer for you, but it avoids a higher financial burden on the state. To put it in perspective, it costs the state roughly $1 to print and mail a physical paper check, but only about 10 cents for a direct deposit. Use verified online tax preparers or software to ensure your accuracy. And please, just take an extra 5 seconds to double-check all your math and make sure you actually sign the return. Just a quick disclaimer before we finish up today. The information in this explainer is accurate based on current state data, but government procedures, timelines, and tax laws can and do update. Always verify with the official resources at dor.sc.gov for the absolute latest information.
So, I'll leave you with this provocative question. How will you optimize your tax filing strategy next year to get your refund faster? Are you going to finally make the switch to e-file and direct deposit? Take action and equip yourself with these tools. If you found this explainer helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone else who might be waiting in the dark for their refund. Thanks for learning with me today.